Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome once more this bi-angular motorcycle vlog. I will be your captain for this trip. The weather is moderate, temperatures are moderate, quite good for this time of year. We are experiencing minor turbulence, some wind, but nothing we can't cope. You can't actually see, but I've totally got my aviators on under this helmet. I don't. And I'm exploring the countryside. I have no idea where I am. I've got no idea where I'm going. And the GPS on my phone is broken because it's a piece of shit. I can't navigate on my phone anymore because it's just lost the ability to find satellites and tell me where I am. Entirely. Like, it's not like, oh, I need to wait super long. No, it's just not working anymore at all. So, to some degree you could call this an adventure, I suppose. And this is Dutch countryside at its best. I mean, I must say the roads are surprisingly clean, but that's probably because it isn't the right season to kind of harvest anything or sow anything. Meh. So I've got a week off at the moment. I mean, this will probably be posted a little bit later because I don't have any means of editing and uploading this video. But in my week off I've decided to kind of roam around. Look at the landscape, explore the countryside. I don't know, just kind of see more of the world. And now I've got this vast nothingness to look at. And when looking at all this nothingness, only one thing comes to mind. I am really looking forward to Switzerland. The countryside and the landscape of Switzerland is going to be the tits. The bee's knees. I am sure of it. And whilst cruising through the landscape, I want to talk about riding. But riding motorbikes specifically. And how riding equals life. Because it does, actually. Riding equals life. If I just think about all the people I wouldn't have met if it wasn't for riding. All the people that would not have been my friends if it wasn't for riding. Or all the places I visited because of riding. All the places I've seen and been to and experienced in a way. None of that would have happened if I wasn't a rider. I mean, my holiday plans for Switzerland are very likely going to be a unique life experience. It will be the first time I drive my motorcycle through mountains. But also the alpine landscape. Would I ever do like this kind of trip if I didn't ride a motorcycle? I don't think so. But if not for riding, if not for going to Switzerland on my motorbike, what would I be doing? What would I be doing? And this is also a feeling that kind of resonates amongst people that ride. Like, riding is like a magical thing, and people who ride can only know how this magical thing feels. It's very difficult for someone who doesn't ride to understand, like, the brotherhood and the adventure that comes from riding. And if someone asks what's so great about it, it's very difficult to explain. I mean, for me at least. I mean, you can touch upon, yeah, the sense of freedom and the adventure and all the good fun stuff, but the feeling that you get when you ride doesn't really come across. You can't really relay this thrill that you experience. I mean, the only way for people to kind of know what you're talking about is to ride themselves. And that's difficult, because I know quite a few people that are in one way or another biased against motorcyclists, who think of motorcyclists as people that are immature, refuse to grow up, and don't really care about what other people think or do, and who are effectively, you know, like a blemish on society. And that is, how can you take that away? I mean, I'm a very considerate rider. I try to not inconvenience anyone, and you know, it's the best I can do to get over the stigma of people always, you know, being reckless and dangerous. But how do you relay the positives of motorcycle riding? It doesn't always have to be about the defensive, right? You don't have to kind of sweet talk about what you do, or, you know, justify what you do, or say, well, you know, but you don't understand. How can you convince someone of a feeling that you get? I think that's difficult. I think that's very difficult. And I don't really have a suggestion, to be honest. I don't really have a suggestion, unfortunately. By the way, this road is superb. It's really nice. It's a fun thing, man, riding motorcycles. It's so much more than a means to commute, even when you do use it to commute. I don't really know how to explain it. And secretly I hope that when I go to Switzerland in April and take you along through the beautiful sceneries, that I will be able to relay some of the beauties that the world has to offer and that you experience when you ride a motorbike, when you've got the incentive to do so. But I can only hope. I can only hope. But yeah, that is why I ride. It's so difficult to understand, and it's so difficult to explain as well. It's an odd thing, riding. And I'm so glad I got into it. I'm so glad I got into it. And I talked to Bad Rides not too long ago, and he kind of said the same thing. He was also so glad to have been drawn into motorcycle sports by me and what it's enabled him to do. Yeah, that's just some food for thought that I had while I drove across this beautiful countryside. So far my trip hasn't been too bad. Anyway, I will see you guys in the next one, but take care. Peace.